Have you ever wanted to bake bread, but didn't want to spend hours in the kitchen doing it? Do you feel like you're having time for anything? Especially the smell of warm, crusty bread? Are you sick of store-bought versions filled with preservatives and additives, unappealing to the eye? Have you ever thought it was possible to bake bread in bed?
In bed? Bake bread in bed? Bake bread in bread? Bake bread in bed? Baked bread in bed?
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome for Mr. Ross Phillips! That's enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everything. I thank you. Listen, today I've been informed of a new product. It's a new bread maker. Now this bread maker has been in magazines galore. I've seen it in the tour book in New Jersey. I've seen it in Footnotes of Long Island. It's even in Runner's Time magazine. And yes, it's in Playboy's Girls of Summer. And no, we're not looking at the ladies. Come on now. So, let's get straight to it and let's meet the mind behind the product. My good friend.
Wait, do it again.
Just say the mind behind the Breadman. You're gonna get applause, right? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the man behind the Breadman, my good friend, Mr. Guy Hilbert. Guy, it's great to see you. Hi, Mike. Russell. Do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, the man behind the bread maker, my good friend, Mr. Guy Hilbert. Come on. Guy, it's good to see you. It's
Russell!
Good to see you.
Russell, it's been a long time.
How are you? My good friend, Guy Hilbert.
It's been a long time, but I'm here. Russell, I'm very excited to be here today because I have a fabulous invention to show you.
This
is the Breadman.
But what does it do?
The Breadman bread machine is the most amazing, all-in-one, do-it-yourself, but do-it-alone machine. The Breadman is amazing. It will bake a full loaf of bread. It will mix the ingredients. It will knead the ingredients. It will let the ingredients rise, and finally it will bake a loaf of the most delectable bread you have ever seen.
Now, Guy, that sounds like very time-consuming, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, come on. We're going to be sitting in the kitchen all day, and you got to hit it harder, you know, for the bread.
And I want you to understand, Russell, that we don't want you to be spending 7 hours in the kitchen. No one wants to. With everyone's busy schedules, you have children to feed, you have a job to work. This is not normal human behavior.
I tell you, Guy, me and my life partner and my 2 boys, we try to make bread all the time, and it takes all day. The kids are yelling at me and my life partner. And it's just insane. I want to give bread to the kids, but it takes too long.
And when you buy store-bought bread, you're feeding your children preservatives and additives. And you don't want that. You want what I usually tell people, my good friend Russell, is if you want something done right, do it yourself. Do it for your children. The Breadman bread machine. It takes an hour and a half to bake a lovely, delicious loaf.
Hey, now that's a good looking piece of bread, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. It slides right out and it looks like the size of my turd. But that's okay. That's a good sized loaf.
This loaf of bread is the most delicious, it's the most crusty. You know what you put in it. It's pure ingredients, Russell. I don't know how to stress this enough.
Guy, I want to make a point here. You're spending an hour and a half to make bread. I could go to the greatest supermarket in the world, and I got myself a loaf of bread from King Cullen. $6.99 for a loaf of bread.
I'm sorry, Russell, but I've never found any supermarket that was great. You take this bread, you look at all the preservatives in it. Mono and diglycerides, mononitrate, calcium propionate. You can't even pronounce the names of these things. Let me tell you what I like to do with this bread, Russell.
Show me, guy!
Take it and throw it in the trash.
I spent $6 on that
with your money!
So wait a minute, let me get this straight. You're telling me by using the Breadman I could save myself money?
We'll get to that later, but I'll just tell you that a loaf of bread made in the Breadman bread machine is less than 3 times. Okay.